Saturday, April 1st, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Did I just get up? Is it really Saturday morning? For all you know, I posted this or I recorded this a long time ago and I've only just now posted it on this morning so that you would think that I'm recording it just when I got up on Saturday. This might be a 6-month-old video for all you know. Maybe I recorded it on April 1st last year. I didn't though. I was tricking you to make you think that I did something weird like that. April Fool's Day. It's interesting. I think that I feel like the societal consensus on April Fool's Day, at least in the circles I travel in, has really turned in the last. I feel like the last 4 or 5 years, it's gotten significantly more negative in the sense of like, oh, great, it's going to be April Fool's Day, and that means that the internet is going to be awash with stupid people who actually believe dumb April Fool's Day jokes that aren't funny, as opposed to thinking of it as a more lighthearted thing. But then again, I don't know. I've never been April Fool's Day and pranks in general have always been something for me that it is more fun to think about than to ever actually do. Because in practice, I remember even as a teenager thinking about how I was capable of coming up with these really fun sounding pranks, except that they stopped being fun sounding as soon as I imagined actually doing them to someone I know. Because it's like either you like that person, in which case sometimes the prank is not likely to be as funny because they're going to actually be mad, or you're doing it to someone you don't know, in which case it's kind of mean. I don't know. That's not to say pranks can't be funny. Of course they can. And whoever you're doing a prank on, you might have just that kind of relationship with. But the problem is that it just becomes this thing where it's like, if they laugh it off, are they really laughing it off, or are they just trying to give that impression because they know there's no productive, like there's no benefit to getting really mad about it. I don't know. I don't want to sound so negative on the whole concept of pranks necessarily, except just that I think more and more as I've got older, the idea of pranking someone is just like, it's less funny, at least in real life. I mean, certainly like when characters have prank wars in a TV show or something like that, and it's all kind of heightened. That can be fun. But again, it's just like the real idea of pranks is less funny. And then certainly when we talk about modern internet and how common it is for stories to just be made up in general or heavily biased or whatever. And what you get is a lot of people trying their hand at satire. But satire is not easy. And it's especially when you have people who really hold all sorts of these various opinions, when all you're doing for a joke is pretending that you actually believe something that you don't actually believe for a moment, and then laughing because, of course, you couldn't possibly really believe that. But except that when you're making that joke, it's really just indistinguishable from someone who does actually believe that. And so like a perfect example, someone famous on Twitter, and I don't know, I can't think of good examples of this. It is actually early in the morning on Saturday, 7:15. I got up earlier than I would have because I had a little dog that wanted to go outside, and then because it was raining. I felt like I wasn't going to be able to go back to sleep. So, but yeah, I don't know. April Fool's Day, everybody. I'm actually way into pranks. This whole video was a joke. I don't know. I think maybe there's a part of me that longs for the day when, or longs for the time when this day was seemed like a more fun thing and less like a okay, what news stories am I going to have to make sure aren't fake before I spread them today? Not that you shouldn't always be doing that anyway. Please verify what you're spreading before you spread it on any day, not just on April Fool's Day. I don't know. Can I go back to bed? I think so, maybe. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes. It will be Sunday, so of course that means continuing Avatar The Last Airbender rewatch. So I will talk to you then. And then, tomorrow for 5 more minutes.